Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Recap. What's going on, man? If you watched the game last night, the Lakers and the Knicks game, you saw it was a big thing that went viral with LeBron James. During the third quarter, usually like if you go to NBA games, or around the third quarter, sometimes they usually have fans doing making shots, doing different things for money. This guy, congrats to him. I don't know his name, but he won $100,000 last night. So he made a half court shot, which was amazing. Some people say, hey, it was pure luck, but the guy did what he had to do, man. He won $100,000. So after taxes, he's going home with at least 80 grand after paying Uncle Sam. But anyway. But during that time where but LeBron approached Stephen A. Smith, he pressed him to tell him to keep his son Bronny James' name out of his mouth, and stuff like that, because a lot of those guys, man, a lot of these guys made a lot of money. They make a lot of money, still making a lot of money. The Skip Bayless, the Stephen A. Smith type, those guys make a lot of money talking negatively about LeBron James. It's like, they feel like they have to be negative. They feel like they have to say, crazy stuff, just for a hot take, just to go viral for people to talk about them to get rating, and that's what it is. Because anyone sane that would say, now Michael Jordan was a great player. Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, of course, they're friends with Michael Jordan. They have his numbers, so he invite them to his yacht. So they don't want to lose that. So a lot of that stuff is more of that, because Michael Jordan, if you talk negatively about him, if you say something about him, he cuts you off. So he's like a girl. And worse than a girl, but looking at the situation, anyone who would think that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, because now when you talk to Jordan fans, they're looking at the 6th championship, right? Yes, you won those 6 championships, but he wouldn't have done that without Scottie Pippen. Jordan wasn't guarding the best player. Jordan was guarding the number 2. Scottie Pippen was guarding the best player. So anytime, and when you look at it back then, when you had Karl Malone, so where Scottie Pippen would get Karl Malone, and Jordan would get John Stockton or whatever. It's not a fair competition. Stockton was like 6, if that 6'2". Maybe. Jordan's 6'6". The advantage, Stockton was like 6'2", maybe 180, 175, 180, if that. Jordan 210. So the advantage. Anytime right now, I don't want to go off track, right? But right now, you have the Lakers with Luka and LeBron, and they are clicking it all cylinder, right? I'm just making a comparison here. You got LeBron and Luka Doncic, right? Luka right now have the even though the team swap, but can you imagine the best players guarding Luka, and your second best player on the team have to guard LeBron James? It's a big problem. It's a big problem, and so which is always like, I look at I look at the players. I look at the people who say, hey, Jordan is better than LeBron James, and I said to them, like, which planet are these guys from? So people lose credibility when they bring up that the comparison, when they even talk about it, and so because when they bring up the championship, you say, hey, well, Bill Russell. You know what I mean? Oh, there was this, oh no, it's like, well, this is a different team. That was a super team. You bring up John Havlicek, who have 8 straight. Oh, so they cry about that. So don't bring up the championship. You know what I mean? You gotta look at for LeBron James to went to eight straight NBA finals, 10 total, but to go to 8 straight finals. All right, you went to 10, you went 4. You know how difficult it is to go to the NBA finals. You know what I mean? Back then, team weren't scoring the amount of points that they're scoring right now. The 3-point lines move further away. You know what I mean? You have the physical specimen right now, and this, those guys are different. So when you look at, I'm not saying the game wasn't physical when Jordan was playing, but those, the biggest guy on a team was 210, 215. That was like Rodman. Karl Malone, probably 230. You have guards right now at 230. You know what I mean? You have guards right now at 230. The guys are more physical right now. So this is the thing I'm talking about. To see LeBron dropping 50,000 points and counting. 50,000 points and counting, and also to being number 3 all time with wins. I think that by the time the season over, he might jump up to number 2 all time. By next year he might break that record as number 1 all time in terms of win, 1,003 or whatever. You know what I mean? So, which is ridiculous, the amount of stuff that he's done. But anyway, my point is, with LeBron going and pressing Stephen A. Smith was talking trash about Bronny James, and now Bronny James was a 2nd round pick. How many 2nd round picks in the history of the NBA? In the history of the NBA, how many 2nd round picks have you seen people talk about on those shows? Having topic after topic about how many? 0. Besides Bronny James. Bronny James was a 2nd round pick, number 55. We have 1st round pick players right now, who are in the NBA that are not getting playing time, or who are not as good. Look at Jaylen Brown was not the player that he when he was drafted, number 1 pick, 1st round pick rather. He wasn't the player that he is now. We give him time to develop, and that's the problem. We give the Jaylen Brown, all those guys, the Tatum, all those guys. We give them time to develop. We're not giving Bronny. Let me not say we. You guys are not giving Bronny James the same treatment. If he wasn't LeBron James' son, so because of the hatred you guys have for LeBron James, you create this narrative because for Stephen A. Smith, you're able to get $100 million contract because of the hatred you have for LeBron James. Because of coming in saying he's not number 1, he's number 2. Because you're doing it for a hot take, because he's a ridiculous thing. This guy been dominating for 22 years. Jordan quit multiple times, 3 times. One, the first time, of course, the NBA told him, to leave because of the whole gambling he was doing, and the whole thing about they killed his father because of money. The whole flu game. It wasn't a flu game. It was a lie. It's all made up. Jordan, the stats. Jordan was cooking the books back then. Now the stats are recorded by the NBA, whatever. But before it's somebody on the team that was the home team, whatever, recording that stuff. And Jordan was able to cook the books and put whatever he wanted. You know what I mean? He argued with the stat keeper because he needed 2 points. He argued with the stat keeper. Why didn't you put that before you send it to the league? So there's a lot. I watched a game where I sat there in the stand I think that's when Jordan was with the Wizard in DC. I watched Jordan play. Jordan scored 2 points, playing 40 minutes. He took multiple bad shots, multiple. Shout out to Jerry Sackhouse, by the way, who said they didn't want Jordan. They were telling Jordan every day in practice, "Why are you here? You trash." He wasn't the best player on his team. LeBron been dominating for years, for decades, for 22 years. And look at that, 40 years old, still, might be MVP right now with the number he's putting up. But the thing is, with Stephen A. Smith trashing Bronny James, saying he's not an NBA player, saying a lot of stuff just for hot takes. Because had Bronny James not been LeBron James' son, the conversation wouldn't even, they wouldn't even have the conversation. They wouldn't even do that. They would have given him time to develop, which is what we've done for so many players. Look at Joel Embiid. Embiid saying, "Hey, trust the process." We allow him time to trust the process. The process haven't worked. He's about to be traded. He's going to be traded to Toronto anyway. The process for Joel Embiid has not worked. You know what I mean? The process didn't work. So we allow we allowed to trust the process with Joel Embiid, but it didn't work for years. We allowed Tatum, Jaylen Brown. We man. We allow all these guys to do that. Look at Bronson. Bronson, if they didn't feature him, we would know who he was. Playing, taking over for Luka. If Luka was hurt, whatever. Taking over for Luka. You saw the product. And then him playing or whatever to get, to be able to get $100 million to go to the Knicks. His father's a coach there, so so I understand. But I'm just saying we allow all these guys the ability, the opportunity to grow. We allow them to grow. We allow them to like I said, we trust the process enough to let them be. But when it comes to Bronny James, because of the hatred for his father, who's the greatest basketball player anyone ever seen. But you keep playing game, having hot take to say, hey, he's not number one. Jordan is number one. There's no measure. There's no measure, and I think only idiots. You have to be an idiot. You have to be the world's biggest idiot. So when the moment you talk about Jordan being number one, I tune you out because I see you're an idiot. You know what I mean? I say you're an idiot, man. So yeah. When you look at things like that, man, yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Jeffrey and Mike Allen. Shout out to Paul. My cousin Paul. You know what I mean? You guys are idiots. You guys are fools, man. But shout out to you, man. You got this is my cousin. I love you guys, man. Still, you know what I mean? I call everybody, man. Listen, man. I call them idiots. Listen, anytime, anyone who anyone who thinks that Jordan is better than LeBron James, you have to be a fool. You have to be an idiot to even do that. But at that point, I tune you out. It's not up to me I don't like the back. I don't do back and forth. It's not up to me to show you, to prove to you that while LeBron James, is the best, because your eyes, one, you don't know basketball. That's number one. Two, you don't play basketball to understand. Three, I don't think you ever played sports in your life. And four, you're an idiot. And five, why the heck would I even waste my time to have to show you? If I have to show you, I don't do that. You know what I mean? If I have to show you why I should, it's like being with a woman. If you know what I mean, being with someone, right? If I have to show you why you should be with me, or I should be with you, I don't want to be with you. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time to prove to you that I'm the right person for you. And the same way, I'm not gonna waste my time to prove to somebody, you know what I mean? To say that, to say, I don't know, you know. Hey, I focus on facts, not emotion. Facts over feeling, man. This is what it is. These are the facts. So once I do that, that's it. So as a father, when you sitting there, you're watching these idiots getting millions of dollars to talk negatively about your son or your daughter or whatever, your child. And you're looking at it, wait a minute. You only doing that because he's my child. You know what I mean? Because that's my child, you're only doing that. Because that's my child, you're able to do, you know, you say what you say, you're being disrespectful, but we allow everybody else to be themselves, to grow. We allow them to fail multiple times. Right? We allow them to do that, but we don't give the same. They don't get the same. Anybody else don't get the same sentiment. LeBron James, who's the greatest player ever, his son is not getting the same treatment. So as a father, he's saying, "Wait a minute, I'm gonna press it." He did exactly what I would have done, but I don't think I would have done that in a public forum. I would have done it in a public forum because I know me. I'm out to punch him in the throat. I mean, I know me. He would have been out of commission for a while. So because now you're not trusting the process. Now the Stephen A. Smith, the Skip Bayless, Skip Bayless, whatever. When you look at all these guys who's talking trash, and, his name is Skip Bayless, right? But I call him Skip Bayless because he loves to mess up people's name. When you look at all these guys, all these people who are on television, they got a show, to talk trash. Keyshawn Johnson was one of my favorite players, and I only went, even take a meeting with the USC, when I was playing football because of Keyshawn Johnson. But when I saw him saying some dumb ish, on the show they had, when he said, he's never seen LeBron James, posterize somebody. Even Skip Bayless at the time was like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Even Skip Bayless, who's the biggest LeBron James hater, couldn't even be like, what? Even him was like, yo, what are you talking about? So, and that's one of the reasons that show canceled, because those guys couldn't do it. They're idiots. They're fools, man. They're just dumb idiots. You know, man, I can't even, I know kids watching, so I don't put the S. Yeah, ass, but still. I'm sorry, but still. But anyway, as a father, LeBron James did exactly what he had to do. As a father, to press you, to say, hey, you talking reckless here. What you talking about, that shouldn't even be part of the conversation. So I'm glad he stepped up to do that, to show these losers, hey, you can't do that. Now, Stephen A. Smith came out, who's an idiot, came out to because hey, it's going viral, so he couldn't hide from it. All the executive told him, you gotta talk about it. He came out, whatever. He said, this is what LeBron said, but he still didn't apologize. To say, okay, I'm not saying that you're not judging Bronny James on his game. You got to look at the kid. The kid was out of commission in college. He had an illness. Where most people probably wouldn't have been playing. But he pushed himself in the hospital room, in the hospital bed, while the doctor was going crazy, checking on him. What he was doing? The kid had a tablet, watching film. You know what I mean? Watching film, trying to get better. Yes, you see him playing in the G League. You see what he does. He's a solid player. Is he his dad? No. Bryce James, I think, is more like LeBron James in terms of playing style, but still, the kid is a true 6'2". I know that, you give, a lot of times you give players an extra inch. You know what I mean? You look at AJ Brown. AJ Brown's listed at 6'1". AJ Brown's not 6'1". He's listed at 6'1". AJ Brown is not 6'1". You know what I mean? AJ Brown probably like 5'10", if that, 5'9". You know what I mean? I stood next to AJ Brown. You're not 6'1". You're not. Maxey listed 6'2", 6'3", whatever. You know what I mean? A lot, but I know, playing sports, you get the you get the you get that. When I was playing sports, when I was playing football, I was listed at 6'5". I'm not 6'5". You know what I mean? More like 6'3" and a half, 6'4". You know what I mean? But you shrink as you get older. Whatever. One of 1,000 men, whatever, it happens to you. But anyway, at the end of the day, hey, shout out to Terrence, man. Terrence, one of the best AAU basketball players, in the country, man. Shout out to you, Terrence, man. I love you, nephew. But as a father, you know what I mean? As a father, hey, Sophie, shout out to Sophie, man. Shout out to you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're chilling. You're having fun. Salute. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sophie. Anyway, man, as a father, LeBron James did exactly what a father should, any father would do when their kids being dragged to the mud by some idiot. Some idiot, you know what I mean? So to see the Skip Bayless, the Stephen A. Smith, all those guys talking, Bronny James or whatever. Even Jaylen Brown saying Bronny James not a basketball player. He's not an NBA player. But Jaylen Brown forgot that Bronny James playing in the summer, whatever, had better numbers than he did when he was drafted. So playing in the summer league, Bronny James had better numbers, average better with everything, points, rebounds, assists, all of that. Still, he had better numbers than Jaylen Brown when Jaylen Brown was a rookie. So these guys forget that stuff. They're not looking at the guy, him as a 55 pick. Is he is he a Dustin Connect? I think he will be better than Dustin Connect. When you look at in 5 years, he, I believe LeBron James. Bronny James will be a top 10 player. You know what I mean? In 5 years, Bronny James will be a top 10 player. Is he a Dustin Connect right now? No, because Dustin Connect have exactly what he doesn't have right now. Dustin Connect have the three-point going for him, which you saw that last night. If you watched the Knicks game last night, Dustin Connect stepped up big time. He hit a couple threes. Yeah, he missed a few as well, but he hit a couple threes. You know what I mean? The guy was in college slicing it up, man. He did exactly what he needed to do. So I'm super happy for him. You know what I mean? But you got to look at Dustin Connect and all those rookies. They didn't go to what he went through. You know what I mean? They didn't go through what he went through, and to have an opportunity playing with his father. You know what I mean? So how many second round picks that are in the NBA? Those guys are overseas right now. Those guys are. Look, tell me the second round pick last year or the year before. Where are they now? Probably overseas or in a grocery store somewhere. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm just saying. So the level that we put on because of when you look at like for the Lakers, it's a great opportunity for them. He made them $50 million plus. His jersey was sold out. You know what I mean? The first week, he made $50 million. So you sign LeBron James and the money that they signed Bronny James, the Lakers actually got the money right back. He's actually a marketing, you know what I mean? In terms of business, he was good for business. So Bronny James actually did, it's good for business. Yes, he's not getting enough playing time. You have too many guards, right? You have too many guards. You know, what I mean? He still have to develop, which he's doing that. You see him in the G League. The kid averaging, 22 points a game. He's doing his thing. He's dropping points. He's doing that. Playing defense, doing everything you got to do, whatever. So we had to give him the time. We had to give him, give him the same thing that we give everybody else. We're allowed the process for everybody else to develop. Give him that same thing, man. So it is a lot of disappointment to see players, former players, and guys who never play or guys who are trash. You know what I mean? Like talk about Bronny James like that. The kid playing college, of course, he was hurt. Got drafted. Yes, he got drafted by the Lakers because of his father. I understand that. If his dad wasn't LeBron James, you guys wouldn't even do all this. That was a great pick. That was a great pick based on what he can do. But we're doing so much, man. But anyway, man, shout out to the Lakers. Last night game was a good win. Last night game was a good win. Was it a great win? No. Luka, 5 turnovers. LeBron James, but Luka, so many turnovers. Not so much the turnovers. The ball handling. He's not a good ball handler. So playing. So the test is tomorrow. Yes, you play the Knicks, who's has good defense. The test is gonna be tomorrow to see what he does. The test is gonna be tomorrow playing Boston to see how he play with the Celtics. Celtics are I see the Lakers, what they've been doing. They've been allowing teams to drain the three, to score a lot of threes, and the team has done that. Those teams have done. I know it's by design, right? You're allowing them to drain threes. That's moving their bigs out there, on the wings. So it gives you opportunity to do what you need to do. So I understand that they're doing exactly what they want team to do. But if you look at the Boston Celtics is one of the teams that score. They shoot a lot of threes and they make them. So the Lakers, of course, have pushed team to shoot more threes, because it forced team to shoot more threes and to protect the perimeter. I understand that. You protecting the perimeter. So since you don't have the Anthony Davis, you don't have the bigs. Yeah, you got Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes is he's a 7-footer, but he's not strong enough. But you give him the opportunity to play with Luka, who loved playing with bigs he could do the lob threat, throw the lob to. And Jackson Hayes is a lob threat. But for him to be successful, right? You got to be able to bring the big man out there. You saw what they did to Cat last night. Karl Anthony Towns, he was a non-factor. The Lakers draw him out, so that the offensive game plan and the defensive game plan would work. They draw him out. They draw Karl. He had 12 points and he was done. He was in foul trouble too. They were able to draw him out, come out of the paint, come out, come to the wings. So by them doing that, it creates spacing for Jackson Hayes and to be able to do that, because Luka was actually shooting some threes. Yes, he missed a lot. He had 30-something, I think was it 34 points, whatever, or 32 points. Between him and LeBron James, they have 63 points last night, which is a lot. So you need Austin Reeves, all those guys to. Yes, Austin Reeves came back from an injury, so I understand. You need these guys to step up to be able to do that. So, but that allow players to because you have Jackson Hayes. You saw what they did to Nikola Jokic. Who's a problem, but you allow these guys to come out and defend. We moved them from the paint the paint. There's a lot of post up, a lot of stuff they could do. Yeah, I didn't see that much with when they played the Clippers. Zubiak was doing his thing. I mean, you know what I mean? The first game, he was dominating. They couldn't stop him. The second game, they were able to. They have him out there, in the wing. So just to let him shoot threes, and they could live with that. But Boston Celtics tomorrow is gonna be that's gonna be the game. I want to see that game. So if they're able to beat Boston, they beat Boston before. I'm just saying, but this time around, if you're able to beat Boston to continue that wave they're on. By them beating Boston, that would be a great thing for them, right? They'll beat Boston, and a team who they shoot a lot of threes. The Boston Celtics shoot and make a lot of threes. So they shoot that as a high, at a high volume. So I want to see that game, how the defense is gonna show up. Watching the Knicks game last night, which was amazing. The Knicks. Made a lot of threes last night. OG made a lot of threes. I mean, Josh Hart made a lot of threes as well. Bronson was, So all those guys were attacking. The only player that was afraid to shoot, was Carl Anthony Towns. But they took him out of the game. They were forcing him to take those threes. You know what I mean? They was like, okay, I'm going to take you out of the game. Which is what they did. So I'm excited to see, the first quarter, the first half, the Knicks were up. It was about 74-51, something like that. But they came back. They crawled back. They were crawling back each time, each quarter. The third quarter, you saw they put a clamp a little bit, but it wasn't until the fourth quarter when LeBron James stepped up big time to hit the three to tie the game. You know what I mean? He hit a three before, but he hit another three to tie the game, and that was big. That was big for them, and you know what I mean. So that was something that you saw. Give Vincent, he earned his money, he earned his check, man, hitting multiple threes to give him life. And force. I think that forcing into overtime. They could have done more with the Lakers. That is, but the Knicks. I think if Brunson's not hurt, do the Lakers win the game? I don't think so. It was a lot of mistake last night. Some games you watch, they play mistake free, but last night with the Knicks, it wasn't. Yeah, they started fixing that the fourth quarter, but there was a lot of stuff. Luka Doncic, the ball handling, holding the ball, whatever, ball security, rather, it's terrible. The ball security is terrible, and that's one of the problems. I see Dallas had with where but anyway, man, there's a lot more I could talk about. Klay Thompson, I know he's hurt right now, and Spencer Dinwiddie, all those guys hurt because they're elected to. They picked Dallas. They picked Dallas over the Lakers. You know what I mean? And now, how does that look for you? You're not even gonna make the playoffs. You're not even gonna make the playoffs, man. With that team, they're not gonna make the playoffs. AD's out, Kyrie's out, for the season, possibly 2027. You know what I mean? Probably 2027 when you see Kyrie Irving play. Anthony Davis, who had an opportunity he wasn't gonna come back, but he just decided to shut it down. Because to save himself, but hey, so all these guys are out for the season. So Klay can carry the team. You couldn't even carry Golden State. So how you gonna carry the team? So I know they're disappointed. I know Klay Thompson's dad was disappointed that he didn't pick the Lakers. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Hey, I appreciate the love. I appreciate you guys. I'm seeing the subscriptions going up, man. So I appreciate it, man. Peace out, man. Sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Peace out.